Hello, welcome back to the Intuitively Led podcast. I am your host, Julie Chandler, where I bring over 19 years experience connecting to the universe as a psychic intuitive, and I give you the insights on energy, universe, and all things intuition for your business success. So first things first, I'm back in the UK. So it's good to be back. I think I might have mentioned potentially on my Instagram that there's a bit of a story as to why I came back. One of the reasons that I came back was that my dog, JC, did get attacked by another dog. She is absolutely fine. Thank you for those of you who have reached out. You know that she is my world. Now, as somebody who used to work with dogs, and I will mention this further on down today as well, but someone who used to work with dogs, I do understand dogs. I understand their behaviors. And really and truly, a lot of the dogs in the area were not behaving in a way that they should. They're not very socialized. And it was kind of building and building. There were multiple dogs that were running across the road to get to her, escaping their garden to reach her. And this one particular dog had seen her twice in the mornings and would bark at her from across the road while they were on lead. But then we were up in a wooded area on my mountain hike. And unfortunately, they were not on lead at that point, and they came dashing through the bushes. Did a quick sniff and hello, and I sent the dog away. And as I turned around to chase JC to push her gently down the hill to get us away from the area, the dog came charging back and did puncture her ear. So she has a couple of healing wounds on there right now. So yeah, that wasn't fun trying to split that up, especially if you know dogs. It was a Belgian Malinois. So if you want to Google that, that's Belgian Malinois. And yeah, they're scary. It was a young dog. It wasn't that bad. Let's put it that way. But yes, her ears were bleeding and I was not loving it, because I'm like, right, I can't enjoy one of the most enjoyable things for me, because if I walk in the town, there are dogs. If I walk in the hike area, there are dogs that are then off lead. If it just felt claustrophobic and the energy just didn't feel right. And I'd sat down and I realized I'd sat in this energy of abundance. And one of the things with the energy of abundance is you can do whatever you want because it's your life. So I packed up and left. And I'm back in the UK. I have been back 2 weeks now. So yeah, apologies for the inconsistency on the podcast. We are going to be working on that because we've got some exciting things coming up. I'm so excited for what is coming in the future. Where I have sat in the energy of abundance, I have created, and I am in the process of still creating, a 3-day live coaching experience with me. And I cannot wait for this to come around. So I'm in the process of working on it, working on all the details, and all of this good stuff is coming in a few weeks. But let's get into today's podcast, because today we are going to be talking about using the Leo new moon to become more attuned to the universal energy that is in your business already. So essentially, you are what I call an intuitively lost entrepreneur if you're doing one or more of the following. So if you're ignoring your body, so it's really telling you something, the universe and the messages, and you're experiencing these really high ups and downs in terms of the energy that you have personally, your physical energy in your business, and you're finding that it's like up, down, almost every week. Now, you could be jumping from idea to idea, potentially tweaking the offer names, the prices, your headings, the titles, the layout, essentially, and thinking about it and realizing that actually this is getting in your way and you're not actually taking any further action to put your business offers out there and to really help people. You may feel very disconnected from your business. You might feel unsure if it's because you're unmotivated, disconnected, unfocused, or worse, you could be feeling like you should give up and you start looking for jobs. Now, perhaps you already are looking for jobs. If that's you, then this episode is going to help you a little bit. And if it's not you and you're rocking and rolling and you're rock solid in what you're doing in your business, but you just really want to know how you can energize your business with the moon, I've got you covered today as well. So let's get into it. Now, those of you who have been following me for a while, because I do have a bunch of newbies. Hey guys, nice to see you. I really appreciate you. And well, essentially, I am someone who used to teach moon cycles. About 3 or 4 years ago, I had a membership and I would teach moon cycles within that membership. Okay. Now, it's only actually more recently that I've been putting the pieces together and really looking to turn moon energy specifically into business, because you can apply moon energy to everything. Now, on a basic level, the moon is used to track cycles, and each cycle astrologically holds a different energy frequency. Now, each frequency affects different areas of your life, and each time we go round, the moon will essentially up level. So what I'm saying is, each cycle, it sits in a different astrological sign. So your star sign or other people's star sign, the name. When it sits in there, it has its own frequency. It works with that energy, okay? When we've done a whole year, we have covered off every single area of our lives, or business, if we're putting it to business. Now, within that, once we've done a lap, we've got our up level, because we know we are never done. We are cyclical by nature, but the cycles are actually, when you look at it from a different perspective, are a spiral. So we're just continuing to go up and up and up leveling, really, really energizing ourselves. The more that we do this, the more we understand the energy at play. Now, the two main points of a moon cycle, there are different levels with waxing and waning and all of that, but I like to keep it very, very simple and focus on the full moon and on the new moon, because personally, as a very active business owner who really covers off lots of different business points daily, so whether I am doing my OBM stuff, whether I'm doing my VA stuff, whether I'm doing my coaching, one-to-one, tarot readings, whatever I'm doing, I'm busy. And I am absolutely sure, I'm not psychic for this one, but I am absolutely sure that you are busy too, whether that is with your family, whether that is within your business, the two combining, whether it's a job and your side hustling, you know, whatever it is, we are busy. So why not take the most potent points, the full moon and the new moon, and really utilize them, rather than really digging in deep and like looking at everything every single day as an energy. Keep it simple, especially when you're starting. Keep it simple, full moon and new moon. Now, I have heard people actually say that the moon really doesn't affect our energy, but I know that this is bollocks. As I said, I know this is bollocks because I worked with dogs, okay? So I used to work with dogs to the level of actually walking celebrities' dogs. I have, through an agency, walked Simon Cowell's dogs and Tamara Eccleston's dogs. These are the highest of highs, walking with security guards and NDAs. So this is something that I have been really passionate about. I knew dogs inside and out. And when I worked at a doggy daycare center, it was so fascinating to see the energy within the dogs change, to the point that the staff would say to me, knowing that I was spiritual, and say, why are the dogs crazy today? Is it a full moon or something? And me being able to be like, yeah, that's what it is. And it's 100% true. A friend of mine actually worked in an ER room and tells stories about how crazy it would be around full moons and new moons, because the energy is just different. People get into more accidents. They make more mistakes around these times because our energy is off. If we are not listening to our intuitive senses around full moons and new moons, a whole host of things can happen. Now, even with my dog personally, JC, to this day, one, she was born on a full moon, so she is very affected by moons. She was born on the Cancer full moon, which Cancer is ruled by the moon. So it's like double moon, right? And then on top of that, right now to this day, she still either acts really energetic or really cute and cuddly. And it's like it's just up a notch. It's up a level. It's like something clicks into place energetically, and she's just like, I love you. And it's just next level, which, considering she's a spaniel and she shows her love a lot, really goes to show how up she goes, okay? Now, I've also heard people say that the moon energy isn't designed for your business and only certain months will relate to business. Now, I personally disagree, and I will tell you why. So, yes, I understand the concept, and I do believe that certain signs hold more energies and frequencies that would make sense to business. So as an example, Taurus is going to be about your money. So we're going to be looking at that. If certain things are in different places, if you are somebody who works with intuition and energy, and you're really downloading a whole course program offer in your brain, is probably linked to Sagittarius energy or that house and that placement. But really and truly, every single area can be put to our energy in terms of business. Okay. So let me tell you why you want to start working with moon energy. So essentially, if you've been following me for a while, you know that I created what was called the BU framework. And this really talks about the energies that are inside your business. Now, legally, I don't think I can call it that anymore because someone has sort of a trademark thing. So we are reframing it. It still consists of the same 4 energies, but it's now called the Intuitively Led Business Energy Framework. Okay. Not as catchy, but it makes sense. So follow me here. But it still holds the same 4 and it still spells out BU. Okay. So B for business energy. Y is your energy. O, other people's energy. So your client's energy, your staffing energy, even your family's energy around you is impacting this energy as well. And then the U is for universal energy. Now, the reason that we want to be aware of this is because all of these 4 energies need to have an efficient and effective flow of energy through them for your business to be sustaining at the highest level that it can. Okay, so if you want to avoid those ebbs and flows, if you want to avoid all of the disconnections of like, should I be focusing on this or this? Or what if I change this and I'll put this here? We've all been there. Don't get me wrong. But those are signs that either you are being pulled too heavily by another energy. Again, that could be someone else's energy. It could be universal energy that's like, I'm pulling you in this direction because it needs to be done. But if you're not aware which energy is pulling you, which energy is pulling you out of pocket, right? If you're not aware which one of those 4 energies is off, it's a problem. So working with moon energy will help you cover off part of the universal energy and be like, right, okay, cool. Like I can see what's happening here. We're in this season that represents this. And that's why I'm so focused on it right now. And I'm going to go with that energy. Or it could be that it's not that energy and you're like, oh, perhaps I'm distracting myself. And this is a fear that I am hiding by procrastinating. So let's look at what the universal energy is saying so that I can jump on that flow and help the energy that is inside my business, help that intuitively led business energy framework flow. Okay. So if one of these areas, one of those 4 of the BU are out of balance, you will be experiencing that inconsistent energy, as I say. And it's what makes you the intuitively lost entrepreneur. What I want for you is to be intuitively led. I want you to be flowing with the right energies at the right time, adding a sprinkle of the energy that you need when you need it. You're probably focusing on the wrong energy, switching ideas and not using the energy at the right time for the right reasons with the right focus can absolutely throw off your business. And it's technically putting you years behind. Think about a time when you really get into the flow and into the groove and you're like, why didn't I do this sooner? Good question. Why haven't we jumped on this energy sooner? Okay. Now, if you don't know how to use the moon energy in your business, you are not alone. And the first thing that I want to highlight is that with any form of energetics, spiritual practices, or intuitive business work, there is an element of finding and exploring proof so that you believe it, so that you trust it. Okay. So I am a massive fan of the book, The Chimp Paradox by Professor Steve Peters. Now, he talks about how there are different compartments in our brain and that to soothe the chimp, he goes to his computer, the other part of our brain, to find proof. And if he cannot find proof, he will panic. Okay. So we don't need a crazy, crazy chimp in our brain panicking, telling us this isn't real. This is bollocks. You need to do X, Y, and Z. No. We want to have a stack of files that are proof that energy works inside our business. So one thing that I always talk about is documenting your energetic experiences, even if it's just in bullet point form. Okay. Even if you say, today is full moon in Leo and I felt really confident. Boom. Keep that written down. If it's something of, I had an amazing dream and that happened 3 days before the full moon. If it was, I knew someone was going to phone me before they phoned me. Keeping track of it is so important. Okay. And that is why I have put together a freebie for you. So if you want to start tracking things and keeping track of what each moon is doing, what your focus is, what your intention is, where you want to put your business energy, then please go and download this freebie. You can get it at Moonboss, MOONBOSS.co. All you've got to do, drop your email in there and you will get access to that. It doesn't only have have like these pages for you to be able to note these things, but it also has some nice tarot things that you can do as well. Really play with the moon energy, right? I want you to have that, because having proof of your energetic experiences is the most valuable thing that I can teach you. Because as I say, Professor Steve Peters has got it down when he says, like, our chimp needs to know and go to the records in our brain, in our computer, to say, oh, look, this happened last time. Weird. And it's happening this time. Weird. Not weird. Meant to be. If it's just like left and you're like, oh, I think that might have happened last time, I don't really know. Possibly, maybe, I'm not sure. If you're questioning and doubting, you're second guessing, and you're actually losing that flow of energy. And I want you to be energized. I want you to be flowing. When everything is in harmony, you are energized. It's so much easier. Trust me. Okay. So go and download that. I will remind you again at the end of the podcast, but it will be really beneficial for you and it will be really fun. All right. Okay. So there are so many steps and processes in using the moon in a super spiritual woo way, but also just in a really basic intentions way. And that's what I wanted for this. I wanted it to be very, very simple and something that you can just dig into in terms of like, okay, cool. This just tells me like what I'm working with that month, that season, and all of this kind of stuff. That's all in there. So Leo energy as a whole. So we know that to really stop our ups and downs and feeling really intuitively lost, which is when we are disconnected from that energetic flow, when we are disconnected in that way, connecting into the moon cycles will help us elevate. And this cycle, we are talking about Leo new moon. Now, Leo is one of my favorites, partly because I'm in the opposing energy. So every single sun sign has an opposing sign and vice versa. So when we have a new moon in Leo, we have a full moon in Aquarius, which we have just had. And when we have a full moon in Aquarius, we have when we have a new moon in Aquarius, we have a full moon in Leo. So those are two balancing areas. And I am an Aquarius. So Leo is that counteractive, the other side for me. So I really like the energy, but overall the energy is good, right? So it's represented by the sun. That is what rules Leo. It is summertime. It is sunny. It is hot. It is action. It is passion. It is drive. It's a very masculine energy. So it really boosts our energy in terms of what we want to get done in our business. 100%. Now, I personally sit very heavily in my masculine energy. I've said this from day one. I am very much a doer. I am action oriented and I just get shit done. That's why I love this energy. Okay. But overall, it really talks about strength. It talks about confidence. It talks about creativity and joy. And all of these things in business terms is very, very much about how you're showing up in your business. So this does kind of link in with your energy as well as the universal energy when it's like this. So it's really counteracting those two areas inside the framework and helping essentially, hit the microphone there. Poor form from me. Sorry about that. But it helps both of these come together and really help and flow, like to really energize in your business. Okay. So maybe with this energy, you want to set yourself some kind of target of like really showing up as your truest self, jumping on live, posting a carousel, or maybe a little reel that really shows your favorite product or service that you do and why you're so confident in helping people with that product and service. Really show up, right? That's what Leo energy wants for you. This energy is super, super powerful. Now, as an example, I think on the last podcast, I talked about how people sit there and say like, oh, nobody buys in the summer. Last summer, I turned up for Leo season. I knew my energy was on it. I knew that I had to talk and be passionate about this when I launched my tarot course. Now, that was the biggest launch yet for me. I was just short of $9,000 on that tarot course when you factored in the downsells and the upsells that are around it as well. Now, although the industry, as I said before, may say that summer is quiet, summer is vibrant and people radiate to confidence. So get your energy up and be proud of what you do. This is such a powerful, powerful energy. Now, here are probably some quick tips, some top 5 ways here, okay? So 5 ways that as a female business owner, you can use this Leo new moon energy for your business growth, okay? So 1, set some bold goals. Now, anyone who has done goal setting will probably know that there is often a way that you can do I can't remember what it's called, but where you do 3 levels. Like, so it's like a basic goal, a better goal, and a biggest goal. Set your big, bold goals here. Sit into that energy of like, if I was the most confident person that I could be, if I fully trusted in everything, if I said tomorrow the doors open and I have a new 10,000 people on my list, what does that look like? So the Leo new moon is a really great time to sit in those powerful energies, set ambitious goals for your business, and actually reflect on what that energy feels like. Okay. So this is something that is so important and that I will be going into a lot more as I get to my new offer that is coming up, where I will be doing the 3 live coaching program for you. This is something that's so important. Matching your energy is so important. You can have the big goals, but if you do not raise your energy of like, what does that really look like? It's going to be a drain on your energy. It's going to hold you back. But using this Leo new moon energy, you can really set those bold goals. And that's what we want. Okay. Now, embracing your creativity, because Leo energy is all about creativity. It's about self-expression. It is really about digging in and being like, okay, where does my creative energy need to go in my business? Is it new ideas and new concepts? Is it new systems and processes? Is it new email chains? Is it new graphics? Is it new branding? You know, last year I had my branding done in Leo season. And it was so good. It was so good because it was just such that energy of creativity of like, yes, that feels good. Yes, that looks good. It stands out. It's brilliant. What can you do to really embrace your creativity? What is standing out to you when I'm saying it, creativity? What does that mean? And as I say, number 3, building your brand. What does your brand look like as a whole? How you want it to be presented to the world, especially for those of us who are essentially our own brand, right? So if Leo is about putting your best foot forward, being super confident, being super present, being super visible, how do you want to be seen? How do you want to stand in that light? What does that look like? It is a great time to focus on building your brand with the Leo new moon energy. Taking confident action is number 4. So Leo energy is, as I've said, confident. It's super bold. It is, you will 100% know someone. When I say like Leo energy, you can probably see them in your mind of like, oh my God, they're super confident. It's overflowing. But you can use this energy to take action towards your goals. And you can do it with this power, this confidence, right? People want to buy from people who are confident. No one wants to buy from the person that's like, I really think that this service and offer is going to really, really help you. I don't know why, and I can't tell you why, but it will. No one wants to buy from that person. Someone wants to buy from that person of like, look, this is the best thing that you can have right now for what you have. This is happening to you. This is happening to you. This is happening to you. Right. I've got the answer. Trust me when I say that when I offer you this, it's going to help you and it's going to transform your life. I'm not even selling a product in that space, but I can tell you that you've already piqued your interest. Like you're already like, well, wait, what's the best thing? What is it? Because I'm sitting in a confident position of like, I know what I have. I know that what I offer and what my service is, my connection to the universe, my ability to predict energy, I trust that so much. I can sit in the confident Leo energy. I want that for you as well. So use this Leo energy to sit in that confidence. And if you don't feel confident, work out why. Is it that you don't believe in the service or product? Is it that you don't believe that you can deliver it? These are things that you need to look at. Now, the last one I absolutely love, because it's summer, we are partying hard. Get outside and celebrate your success. Even if you think you haven't been successful, celebrate it. Celebrate your future success. Celebrate what you are doing. New moon is a great time to really acknowledge where you have come. It's a perfect time to celebrate the success that you will have in the future. Okay. So another reason I really like working with the moon is that you can see progression. You can see energy movements. Okay. So I talk about past, present, and potential energy all the time. As a tarot reader, we do past, present, future, but I don't like saying future because I think the energy can shift and change. So I always say potential, right? So when I'm reading a timeline, I can look at what that potential energy is. I can tell you if this continues on this timeline, someone's going to do X, Y, and Z. You're going to do X, Y, and Z. Now, the beautiful thing with timelines is that they still apply to moon cycles. So the past energy, when we're sitting here in the present, which is Leo, the past energy was Cancer. We were nurturing, we were self-loving, we were exploring what's really important to us. It really represents like family, it represents intuition. So you may have really been evaluating and being like, right, I really want to do this for summer. I really want this for my business. I really want to nurture this area. This is going to be for my kids. This is going to be for that. And now you're in that Leo energy where you can present it and be really confident with it. The potential energy is the next cycle, which is Virgo. Now, Virgo is then going to be about routine and stability. So what we want to do in the future, in our potential position, is take everything that we've created, crafted, and expanded into in Leo and allow it to become routine and reliable in Virgo. So do take the time to work out, what do I need creatively? There we go. Get your words out. What do I need creatively within my business? Is it branding? Is it new live content? Is it what am I bringing in like through my creativity? What am I bringing in? I trust my intuition because I've just been through Cancer season. So now what do I bring in when it comes to that creativity? And what does that look like so that you can then get ready in Virgo season to really put it into play and power the fuck up with it? Because that's what we will do. Okay. So if you are, as I said, intuitively lost and disconnected from the universe and feel that it is impacting that motivation, your focus, your direction in your business, this Leo new moon is a perfect opportunity to take time to reflect and look at what being a leader, right? Taking that strength, taking that masculine energy, what type of leader do you want to be? What confidence do you want to exude? And who do you want to be in your business? Because that's the question. Now, there are multiple ways, as I said before, that you can do this. You can look at things like journaling, asking important questions, looking at past, present, potential energy timelines. If you do normally journal around the moons, take a little look online, see what date they were. If you've got journal entries, go and look back at the last ones and see if there is anything about intuition, nurturing, focus of what you want, family, all of that. That was the last season. How have you built on that now? What can you build on it now? Have a look at those energy timelines. What do you want for the future? What routines do you think you're going to want with this stuff that you've bringing up? If you could be the most confident person in your business and about your offers and about your product energetically, what does that look like when you then start implementing a daily routine? Have a little think, have a little play. You don't have to start implementing it yet. Okay. Now, next week, I am actually going to be talking about a little bit more of this on really how to put energies into place, because I really want to talk about energizing your business effectively. You need to be able to incorporate both masculine, which is our fire energy, our doing energy, which is our business structure. Essentially, everything business oriented really sits in a masculine energy as a predominant energy. But we want to incorporate the feminine energy as well, because we need both. Both of those energies is what energizes your business. Now, the reason that we often fall out of love with our business is because we are stuck in this bro mentality and marketing cycles that really drain our energy and exhaust us if we are too heavy in that masculine in our business. Now, working with the moon really allows you to add some feminine flow into your business, letting you reflect whilst you are connecting to intuition. Your intuition is heightened with a new moon and a full moon, to be honest. And really and truly, what you can start doing is just sort of letting go of things of like, actually, this isn't the focus for this moon energy. So I'm not going to think about it right now because it can wait. If it can wait, let it wait. Taking time to journal, taking time to pull some cards, taking time to do your version of meditation around the new moon is allowing that feminine energy in. And that is where the energize comes from. Okay. So I'm leaving it there for this week. It has been fantastic talking to you about this Leo new moon. And as I said, do go and grab that download because it will really help you. One, it's a cheat sheet that tells you kind of like a quick note of the energy in each cycle. It's something you can use over and over again, print out each month. You can use it for both the full moon and the new moon. There is information and questions to be asking yourself about each cycle. So you can grab that on Moonboss Co, and it is there for you to take. And what I will say as well is that upcoming soon, very, very soon, I will be inviting you guys to an amazing 3-day event. It's free, a free 3-day coaching event. And I cannot wait. And it's going to help you to really, really magnetize the energy in your business, combining that masculine and that feminine, and really propelling your business forward for the end of the year. And I cannot wait. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's at Julie Chandler __, or you can subscribe to my email list over on my website, which is juliechandler.co.uk, or going to moonboss.co to grab that download. You will be put onto my mailing list. And I'm so excited for those next steps. I'm also excited for this Leo full moon, new moon. I do that every time. I'm excited for the moon. I'm going to leave that there. I will speak to you guys very, very soon.